To the school of thought I belong to, I don't think it's mandatory because children of nowadays, from the age of 10, they are very most brilliant. And then your children or your child cannot finish secondary school at the age of 15, and you want to keep him in the house till he got to 18 years before he admitted to university. And with the level of, the level of university we have in Nigeria now, the way they operate, the strike and all that, even at that 18, it is not certain that that person that goes to university at that 18 years will finish in 4 year stretch. Let's say 8 years, sometimes 8 years, sometimes 17 years.
It should not be mandatory. It shouldn't be mandatory because we still have we have like 15, 16, or not even up to 15 that they are out of secondary school, and I see no reason for them sitting at home unless maybe they want to learn something, probably have this handwork or something they want to do. So I see no reason for it because, okay, if we say 18 years is mandatory and you enter school 18 years, and these schools now, it's always strike or the other. So they are on strike this year, the next year they are in school again, on strike again in school. So let's add up the 18 with the 4 years they are supposed to use with the extra years and everything. And at the end of the day, when they are through with schooling, all these maybe government parastatals or organization will still tell them to have so experience, and their age won't meet up. Okay, let's even talk about NYSC also. NYSC will tell you shouldn't be up to 30 years so all this thing, it doesn't add up. So I think they should sit well and think about it.
Yes, I think so. I agree with that. Why? Because I think at that age you be mentally matured and to be able to handle yourself alone away from your parents, because most university students stay on campus far away from their parents. So and it will give the parents peace of mind, rest, knowing that their children are matured enough to handle themselves wherever they will be. So I agree with that age.
I feel every student should be able to go to school, irrespective of the age. So there are some students that they are very, very brilliant, even as age 16. So they should be able to, so far as their brain can catch up with, carry it. Because I have a sister who is also very, very brilliant. She's not up to 18 years and she's very, very good. So far she's good, the person is good. They can move on.
I would say it has its demerit and merit. The merit in the sense that probably they are preventing them for maybe cult attack, not to join bad gang because they are not matured enough. And I think age is not really maturity, right? It's just the mindset and all of that. And I think the demerits is, Nigeria, we have ASU strike. They didn't consider that. Imagine a lady that is 16 years that wants to study 8 years course, and she already has her life planned out. Because due to ASU strike, she's now using 12 years. It doesn't really make any sense, and it's going to jeopardize what she has planned and all of that.
Well, it depends. It depends on the maturity of the student that wants to go to the school. There are some courses that I think mechanical engineering and aeronautical engineering. It is mandatory in advanced country that you must be 21 years and above. So I don't think it's bad, although, because we've seen people that are 16 years old that are already professors in advanced countries. So it depends. It depends on the intelligence of the student and maturity.
Yes, I think it should be, because right now I just finished my ND, and most people in my class, they don't actually know what they are doing in school, because I have age 15 in my class, which is not what it should be, because I just find them so disrespectful. They don't know who is their mate. Aside from that, most of them, they don't know what they are doing because they're just confused.
Actually, not really. Simply because, as we can see, as it is now, those children of underage, mostly I'll call it underage because they've not they've not been trained to the extent of being alone. Talk less of going to school, then, to me, it's wrong totally. It's wrong totally.
18 years is not bad, but to some extent it is. Okay, let me give you my reasons why I'm saying it is. sometimes children need that maturity before they get to school. You get, because there are a lot of things that are happening in schools today that their level of maturity cannot take it. So saying that children should get to 18 before going to school is as a result of the kind of things that are happening in the society. You get, why saying for also saying it's not a bad idea for them to go to school before 18 is because if you take a look at the federal government now, they will tell you, let me say the commercial jobs of today's, you get stuff like when you are above 27 years, there's no longer employment for you, and want to employ people within 27 and below. You get, when a child doesn't get to school between that age, you realize some of them they have to start reducing their age, manipulating their BVNs and others. You get, just because they need to get a job. So that is the reason why it's not bad. Why, to some extent, because the federal government has made it as if like, not even the federal. Let me just make it like commercial jobs. Before you can get a job, you must be between the age of 27. So getting into school within the age of 28, you know, before you graduate, sometimes with the strike and everything, you go to strike for like 4 years. You are still in school 5 years. I've seen somebody that schooled in the higher institution for like 9 years. The person is still in school. You get a situation like that. When the person is graduating, how do you want the person to get a job? Because most of us, when we graduate, you have to work before you even set up your own personal business.